Hello. Give me a sec to get things done. I've got to send out an invite. To George. Okay, so how is everybody today? We are celebrating! Canadian Shield is funded! Yeah! Hello, Nighthawk Warrior! How are you today? Hey, Inkwell. Inkwell, what is your Twitter? I've got some of those roundabouts. I was wanting to send them to you. I think it was you that was wanting to do roundabouts for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Inkwell, thank you, Nighthawk. Make sure you hit that like button. Share it out. It's celebration time. Yeah. And as Pixel Trader said from the IndyCon account, let's try and get it to the $3,000 stretch goal to get that bookmark of Snowdrift, who will be part of the second campaign, because I am already working on the second campaign. That way, shortly after this one is fulfilled, we can go to number 2 of the Canadian Shield and Snowdrift number 1. Thank you, Nighthawk. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, wow, I don't know what to do on this stream. I'm just, I'm on the Twitter. Got my nice Canadian Shield shirt on, sort of a celebration for the stream. Inkwell, are you Ink Spots on Twitter? Oh man, we are go, and there's going to be some news in a few minutes too. Some extra stuff coming with the campaign. Pixel Trader is sending me some signed cards, trading cards of his Critical Snail character that everybody is going to be getting, of course, with anybody for the fiscal campaign. George Peter Gatsis, who did the whatchamacallit, the thing for thing. Not more. Okay, here, I'm gonna add you on there. Let's find. I'm probably already following you. I just have to remember that. Okay. Okay, you are followed. Thanks, Misfit Corner Comics. Oh, here we have George Peter Gattis.
Greetings, everybody.
He's got something contributing.
Greetings. Congratulations, Rick.
Thank you. Nighthawk is asking to Dillard sell his art. Yes, the double page spread did sell. Yes, it is party time, Bullet. Hello, Bullet. How are you? How is everybody there in the chat? What is going on for you guys today? And hello, Peter. How is your day? I know mine's fantastic.
It is, isn't it? It is. I'm so thrilled for you. I just said just when we were talking on the DM and a half hour ago, I was prepared to start running a whole lot of Twitter posts, and you said I'm funded. I'm going like, for crying out loud. I'm thinking in my head, for crying out loud, I spent like a last hour getting all the text messages and add it all lined up and everything, and we're like, forget about it now. Delete the text file.
Hey, well, hey, you can still put them out. It maybe not about funding. Maybe it's getting to the first stretch goal, the $3,000 stretch goal.
Yeah.
Everybody gets,
that's exactly right. Create new text files for going for the next stretch goal.
yeah, which is only $1,000 away, and that everybody gets a bookmark who's back to physical level. At that point, there's lots of stretch goals there. It's getting everything together now. Hopefully this might motivate Pope Raven to move a little faster on the coloring. Now that it's actually official that it's funded. I've already opted in to go on demand, and it will be going on demand till like a month or a week before the next campaign starts.
Oh, that's
Although
fantastic.
in the next campaign, you will be able to get issue 1 of the Canadian Shield. It'll
Okay.
probably be an add-on to tiers. For those that haven't got it, the main focus will be Canadian Shield number 2 and number 1. Julie says, "Damn it, Rick, you couldn't comb your hair to celebrate." No, I couldn't.
Okay. There's just be careful because it's tricky for being in demand when you're in Canada. Is that if you make a one sale and then during that particular cycle, when the Indiegogo sends the money to your account, they will charge $25 for the transaction fee.
Well, I won't be. What should I say? I won't be doing every person that sends. I won't do if I get one transaction, I'm obviously not going to say, give me the money right away. I'm going to wait for at least a month or 2 or whatever, depending on what things are.
No, that's Indiegogo will automatically transfer the money to you after the grace period of running a successful campaign, and then after that they will automatically continue to upload new monies that you get from the account from your campaign in demand to your account on a cycle.
Say, give it to me. That's what I've thought everybody it said at any other point, but I don't know. I haven't talked to people that you funded on this, so I guess so. Or it might depend on what junk you hit. What boxes you check or don't check.
Okay. Also,
I don't know for sure.
You
know more than me at this point.
You want to show off the special puzzle card to your audience?
Yeah, give me a sec. Okay. Come on. There we go. 16 yards. Oh, I don't need to go anywhere. I just need to go down here where it says shield. You're talking about that, I take it?
Yeah. Go full screen. Take me off.
Yeah.
No. You got me on the screen.
I know what you mean. Yeah. It's only half. Just get it showing myself instead of both of us.
Oh, no. There we go. There you go.
Let's see. What the wiki wears? Dillard has a wiki. Rick's business manager will handle this. Someone update Dillard's wiki to reflect his momentous occasion. Star Trek Discovery. Okay, I have no idea what that's referring to. So yes, we're over it. You know, we're working on our first stretch goal now, getting up to 3,000. So yeah, there is.
There is a Cross Comics exclusive puzzle trading card set that's going that I am.
So are they going to be? Are you getting both? Well, you're probably getting both printed up, but are you sending both to me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so everybody is getting both. As you see
This set.
the cutout part here, that's where.
This is just a print document. So,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be printing this. I'm going to be printing enough for your audience. I'm going to be sending them to you so you can pack them up in your packaging to send it off. So free of charge. It's just my way of saying congratulations, Rick, for getting to that goal. Congratulations to your supporters for supporting you. And this is my one of my humble way of saying, you know what, this trading card set that you were so gracious to gift your character to my campaign, I'm flipping it around too and bringing it to you, giving you a very exclusive card with your logo on it, and it's only to your backers.
Yeah. And this no Nighthawk. These aren't puzzle cards. These are oversized trading cards. Would that be a more accurate description?
You know, I was thinking about. Well, we can discuss that. Maybe we talk about it now. I was thinking of just doing the standard trading card size, so that way they fit in with all your other trading cards. That way, it makes packaging them up more convenient.
Easier.
And that way, you know, you get the those fleet what do you call it, page sheets that have you can, you know, slip 9 cards up on a transparent sheet.
Yeah.
So that way you can just slip these in with all the other cards that you have for your customers, your backers, your wonderful backers, and it makes that much easier to deliver the package to them. But hey, if they hit the next stretch goal of 1,000, you know, why not? We can bump that baby up to oversized cards. You know.
Yeah. And John, you highlighted work in progress, but on my thing for our thing, it doesn't show work in progress. It just says without the line work. Apparently, Indiegogo, what's the name of this? Twitter doesn't like to send all messages to people. Nighthawk says he likes the Clayface looking character. Who's the blue dude? That is Joe King. That is George's character, which he's got a book coming out for soon. You can sign up for it.
Yeah, I have one book out already, and the second book will be going in a campaign shortly.
Okay. Dylan wants me to show what I was talking about with him. You show here that about being a work in progress, John, but if you go up here to where you first sent it to me, oh, it is there. I didn't see it. I didn't go up far enough. Sorry, my bad. I don't know why I didn't see work in progress. I just saw the picture. Still like oh yeah, so let's see. Nighthawk, did you get any subs back? Okay.
So did you wake up to the news, or were you watching it?
I woke up to it being like $42 away.
Oh, very nice.
And then I was doing something else, and then I just, for the heck of it, hit the refresh, not expecting anything. You know, being my first campaign, I've been on that thing a lot. Refreshing. And then I seen 2003, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm funded.
Did you mark that time exactly when that happened?
No.
What?
Because I think within like half a second or two, I'm like, okay, I got to put this out on Twitter, let everybody know. So, like it's probably within a couple minutes of the first Twitter post about, being funded. So
oh, that's great. That's fantastic.
yeah, so let's see. Yeah, so it's already opted to go in demand automatically. At 3 o'clock in the morning, our time, Sunday. So this is very awesome. Oh man. But now I am very, very excited. People were wondering why I wasn't getting excited before. Till it actually hit that 2,000 mark, it's keep myself in reserve. Don't let myself get my hopes set too high. But now, it's funded. My hopes can be set high.
That's great. That's great.
Gamertron says, I have the exact time on file screenshot record. Well, that was the exact time that you did it. You did it, Gamertron. But I think what George was more referring to was the exact time that I found out.
Oh, you know what? That's great. Send that snapshot to Rick. Let's document this wonderful achievement.
Well, Gamertron actually put it out on Twitter. One of her tweets.
That's excellent.
Cross Comics, are you going to send sketch cards or trading cards to the backers as a bonus? I'm not sure what I'm doing beyond what I've promised. Of course, we have both winners of your version of the Canadian Shield contest. Those trading cards are going to be made up and, of course, given to each of the backers as of now. Pixel Trader is going to be sending me some Critical Snail trading cards signed by him to go to the backers. George is doing the trading cards or oversized trading cards of the two of his characters.
No. They're standard size trading cards. If we hit the next stretch goal, we'll make them oversized.
Okay, well, that's why I was saying one or the other, depending on variables. Mrs. Dillard says, kiss cards, please. Hey, Marsupio, we are celebrating the Canadian Shield being funded. We are over the $2,000 mark. We are 2003. You know what? In fact, let's go and see whether anybody else has. Done anything with this as of yet. Probably not, but let's see if we're even further over. Let's refresh this.
Rick, go full screen. Take me off the screen.
Yeah, so we're still at the $2,003 mark. So we are officially actually $3 over. So this is good. So this is awesome, awesome, awesome as a possum. I don't know where that concept came up with awesome possum. So Marsupial's congratulating me and John. John saying it's not my campaign, Marsupial. So can we do separate campaign for paper dolls? I don't know. Can you? Oh, multiple screenshots are now one normal screen. Awesome. Yeah. So yes, this is very good. You know, like I said, I've even last night I was when I was at church doing stuff for the kids. I was starting to work out tiers for the next campaign. So things are, going to be good. Hopefully that will be hopefully in July, maybe earlier, depending on when fulfillment is done for this campaign.
Excellent.
It's always about making things bigger and better and all that stuff. We want to keep customers happy, and you want to keep the wait time less. Especially if it's supposed to be ongoing. I don't think anybody wants to wait too long till the next book. So I'm going to try and keep those times short in between books.
Very, very, very nice.
I better get to work on the hash can. It's like 2% finished. It's a fair bit further than that, John. You've got over half the pages penciled and inked, I think. So I'd say it's over 50%. Canadian Shield is 24 pages. Canadian Shield number 2 is going to be 22. Snowdrift number 1 is going to be 23.
Okay, I have to go, but congratulations.
Thank you. We will see you later.
Absolutely. Take care.
So, bye for now. God bless. Have a great, wonderful day.
You too.
More like what? How is Pope Fire doing? As far as I know, Pope Fire is doing good. Rick is going to get his whip. Leave this one on demand. Leave this one on in demand after it's. Oh yeah, of course, Marsupial. It's going to stay in demand till about a month or a week before I'm ready to launch the Canadian Shield number 2 and Snowdrift number 1. So that was already planned. I'll figure out exactly when I'm going to stop it. I'll let people know. And of course, number 1 will be available in that campaign. It'll be an add-on, and it'll probably be just my cover. I'm trying to decide whether I want John's cover or my cover for extra stuff. John's cover is way better looking, but that's why it's supposed to be the variant. So, and as you can see, John is working on a Snowdrift number 1 variant cover. So there's basically 3 comics, 1 with a double cover. Number 2 will not have a variant cover of the Canadian Shield. But all the first issues of whatever's coming out will have a variant cover. Yes, do a very confusing poll. Yeah, so I knew I'd get funded. I was hoping it would be a lot sooner than it was, but it has happened. And that is what matters. What did you miss? The Canadian Shield is funded, Alric! Funded! You're getting it! And good morning. Or good afternoon. Whatever the case may be. So your card's going to be there, of course. We do got to get together as soon as whenever it's possible with you. You know, I want to work on the back for your card, the information. And so, any questions about the Canadian Shield for us in chat? Or you mean for me from the chat? And the thing is, during the campaign of Canadian Shield number 2 and number 1, I'm going to be again running your version of a couple characters contests. And again, they'll be made into trading cards. You know, we're going to do your version of Toxico and your version of Snowdrift. How old is the Canadian Shield? Well, he was probably in his day, I'd say mid-20s, maybe late 20s. But of course, since he's transferred in time over 100 years, over 150 years, one could say he's like 180 years old. So he grew to a certain age and then, of course, transferred through time. Gets a little confusing. How old is he? So technically he's around, somewhere between 20 and 30, 25 and 30, we'll say. But, technically, since he's traveled through time, it's been, around 180 years since his birth. So one could say he's 180, but technically he's only like somewhere between 25 and 30 because he hasn't aged anymore. So he's pretty much saying this little brother. Oh, this is so exhilarating. I was going to do the draw stream, and then I thought, no, I can't do that. This has got to be a celebration. This has to be a celebration. Wow, we got 16 people watch. Yes, I did, Flint. Yes, I did. Yeah, wait, I thought he was born again. Well, he's born again, as in born again Christian. But God took that physical person who was between 25 and 30 and transported him through time. I've got jokes. Right. Yes, I did it. I did it. I did it. Yes, so much. Hey, Hoth Rebel. Yes, it is. And it, like I've been telling people, it's going to stay in demand for a few months, till I'm ready to launch my next campaign. All right, that's enough of that. Exactly, Cross. Celebration is more important at this time. It's a huge moment. Yes, it is. You know, things are awesome. You know, last night before I went to sleep, I prayed a little prayer and said, God, makes since I went to bed after midnight, I said, Lord, make sure today, you know, that it's fulfilled, it's done, it's funded. And then I woke up to it being $42 away, and it's like, oh my God, $42 away. And then an hour and a half later, if that, I hit the refresh on the campaign, and it's 2003. And I'm like, it's funded, yes. So, oh man, so much pressure off now. Of course, so much to celebrate. And of course, above all, I have thanked God. And I do thank every one of my backers and everybody who tweeted, retweeted. I thank everybody that had me on the show, everybody that showed all your support, the support of all you guys out there. Of course, you would do deserving of much thanks for this. You know, this is going to be epic, as Nighthawk said. I don't know what more I can say. You know, I know I'm saying a lot over and over and over again. More people coming in, going out, chat. You know. Yeah, Velnet has been kicking ass for you all over Twitter. Yes, thank you to Velnet. I know he's not here. He was here earlier before the stream began, but he said he had to take off. Yeah, I thank everybody who's helped me out. I very much appreciate it. And, you know, maybe leave there extra stuff in your stuff. Who knows? I'm not sure where Gary is. He's probably doing stuff himself. You know, he has his campaign that, just ended, although it's in demand. Okay, I'll send an invite to him. I'm not sure. Where is? Send me that far down. He sent me something a day or two ago. Oh, right there. Okay, he deserves to know you. Yes, he does. Cross, let's try tomorrow or Saturday to get the card done. If Hangouts doesn't work, I will take. Hangouts should work, no problem. But yeah, what are the stretch goals? You want to know the stretch goals? Okay, give me a second here. Let me get. Okay, so first stretch goal is $3,000. and you get this bookmark, Snowdrift, you know, that's to hype up the next campaign, you know, to see her. This is supposed to be the back of it. I might shrink this down and put her bio on. He will in the future, Nighthawk, after he's done his travels, sometime after he's done his travels. Yeah, and we can work on that too, Ulrich, too. Tomorrow should be good. Tomorrow afternoon. Hey, SB, thank you. Thank you for supporting. Does he have to repair his costume? No, it's automatic. I'm not sure whether it's going to be damaged all that often, if ever, because of whatever it's made out of, or it's going to have built-in repair system itself. Because you got to remember, this is a unique suit from the future. He can't do anything to it himself. Anyway, so next stretch goal is a 4x6 print. I'll probably pay somebody to draw something up. I'm not sure what yet. And then a sticker at 5,000, a button at 6,000, a keychain at 7,000, at 8,000 a lapel pin, at 9,000 an 11 by 17 print, 10,000. The other 4 versions of that did not win of the Canadian Shield will be made into trading cards as well. 15,000. I'll write up an 8-page backup story, which will basically be the origins of the villain for issue 2, Toxico, and 20,000 new trading cards for those that haven't seen my other ones of the Holy Warriors. So that'll be a 7 set. 25,000 cover upgrade for the paper of it, internal paper cover upgrade. Hey, Fire, how you doing? We are funded, Fire. We are funded. The Canadian Shield is funded, people. Well, most of you know. I was thinking, since he's not in the future, Nighthawk. He's in our present. The suit is from the future of our present. He's in the future to his time, but he's not in the future. He's not in where the suit comes from. Yeah, I got $4 or $5. I'm up $3. And of course, I don't have 35,000. We got a patch. I don't have what I want for 40 or 45,000, but 50,000. If we happen to get there in the next few months, everybody will get the Canadian Shield number 2 for free. The present, the future, past. Yeah. So yeah, those are stretch goals, and if we get beyond that, which I tend to doubt, but I mean, he can't time travel in and of himself, Nighthawk. It's God that transported him through time. God has been the one doing the time traveling for him. God transported him through time and space. He had no thing in it. So he can't go back of his own free will to anywhere. John is flying to Canada to help you ship, but he's afraid of the corona. Webcam. Please give, of course. Wait, if the Canadian Shield gets sent to the future, will he eventually be sent to the past to correct something that wasn't supposed to happen? No, he won't. Not as far as I know. We're not doing a what was the name of it with guy Picard or not Picard Archer. I can't believe I'm forgetting about it. Oh, time travel is a major part of his story, so we don't know he. Well, if God chose to do that, Nighthawk, yeah. But you got to remember, it was not his choice to travel forward in time. He at the beginning he prays something about finding God's will for his life, and then God transports him through time. And space. Black in time. Did you mean black in time or back in time, Bullet? Oh, wow. This is... But I will admit, probably around the 6.5 year mark, no, 5.5 year mark, he is going to be dealing with time travel again. But he's going to go to the time to which his suit was created, or, shortly thereafter. Marsupials. Come and visit me, John. I'll give you the coronavirus. No problem. So, yeah, this is going to be epic. Things are moving along. And the great thing is, too, they're doing, from what I know, there's a Canadian Christian newspaper called the Christian Herald. There's going to be possibly an article in it about Cross Comics or the campaign for the Canadian Shield. So that could potentially make things go up, and it should be coming out in April, I believe. So I'm not sure how big the article will be, but not in this book, Koth Revel, but maybe eventually. I do have a few times of him sitting down and eating. I know one time he's being taught about a burger because he doesn't know what a burger is. I'm doing good and happy. Crosscut funded. Oh, you're talking to Bullet. This is the most amazing day. Put these away. Oh. Eventually he will, Nighthawk. And I think that's going to be issue 4, where he learns about burgers. No, well, probably not. Nighthawk. For the first year and a half, he's going to be just wandering. He's going to have a friend that basically supports him. I haven't worked. Obviously, he has his civilian identity. I do plan on eventually making it more secret, but he doesn't. For the first year and a half, he's not caring about it too much because he doesn't have. Yeah, he'll have a few people that he cares about. A couple of them he's keeping in contact with via phone. There's a guy that he's ends up traveling with. But till he settles down in Hamilton in the present day, a lot of that's not going to be dealt with. So you'll be looking at that in like issue 20 and beyond, because it's probably less than that. That might start to happen before then, because let's see. Give me a sec here. One of the main things was, first of all, obviously God. But I wanted to create Christian superheroes. And, I created a whole bunch. He wasn't among the first. You got to have a Canadian Shield break the phone by accident when he tries to use it the first time, considering his strength. Well, by the time he gets to that point, Elric, he will have learned to control his strength in his natural form, because he would be big and strong, But yeah, actually, what I probably might do is more a cell phone. He might tap on it just a little too hard the first time. If I'm gonna do that gag, it would be a cell phone, like one of those ones you tap. One of the ones you tap on, you have. He taps and does he? Well, I'm not sure what you mean, Nighthawk, by the laser thing. Let's see. Okay, what was I talking about exactly? I got off track. Lasers like in having some on his suit. At this point, I haven't got him having heat vision. It is something that I might. No, he was not Hoth Rebel. It's something that I might have in the future. Well, not being baptized, but I'm not sure whether he will. And technically, and for upgrades to the suit, actually, he wouldn't have to go to the future. Actually, I just thought of this. My character, the Wiz, who has the knowledge of the 31st century, could actually upgrade the suit. Right now, it's very cold. Different lakes and all that during the summer are different temperatures. was talking about clothes. Uh, oh, no such thing as Lake Nova Scotia. Are you sure, Mom? You don't know all the lakes here. Who's the character from the third? Oh, he's not from the 31st century. The Wiz, the character I was just talking about that could upgrade the Canadian Shield. He lives in our present. He's never been to the 31st century, but because he's pleased God so much, he's given us Solomon in the Bible type experience where God says, I'll grant you one thing. One wish, for lack of a better way of saying it. And his wish is to have the knowledge of what the 31st century would be like if, so that would mean technology and all that sort of stuff, if God was to wait that long to come back. No, the Wiz isn't a wizard. Just a Wiz as in, really good at technology stuff. Before he gets this thing, he's not good at, he's just an average student. He's gotten teased and all that because not the best grades, and him being, having God. Oh, you've got God. Why don't you get better grades? Not in the movie, but a really smart guy, I'm guessing. Yeah, he will be really smart. At least he'll have the knowledge. He might not end up at first, he's going to seem to use it real wisely, but then he's also going to actually have the Solomon thing of getting his head a little too, being a little too big for his britches. Eventually, that's going to be a storyline that's going to take place. Of course, there'll be a redemption. Howard says, yeah, I should know. I have the trading cards. Yeah. And Wiz is spelled W-H-I-Z in this case, not W-I-Z. Any new art for the campaign? Not yet. Well, yes and no. I've updated it, put it in an update. So if you go into the update section on my page, you can see there some new colored stuff. And of course, we have the artwork for Canadian Chan and Canadian Shield Chan and what's his name? Yes, Nova Scotia is a province, Mother. Doesn't mean there can't be a lake named Nova Scotia. How many lakes are there in Canada? Oh, do you have any new drawings of new characters or characters you've already created? I have a filing cabinet full of characters that aren't on, that are ones on my thing and ones aren't on my thing. Let's see, Nighthawk here. Let me show you something. I can't show it that easy. Here. Oh. Wrong camera. See all that there? That is Heroes. All those folders. And that is all villains. all those file folders. And then, of course, I've got supporting cast, heroes, demons, my own version of Transformers. Yes, it is. But something I have created in the last couple of days, since you were sort of wondering about that. No, they are called cyber droids. And the good guys are called Alphatrons, or no, Alphatrons, something like that. And this, yeah, of course, Elric. Let's see. Here, because of Flint and his show, I created a couple. Oh, you can't see this stuff. Characters on D Live. The Live. Fire Snap and Snapfire. I think it's in here. Maybe it's a different book. Oh, I better make sure. It would be cool if Jim Lee did the community. Yeah, it would. Well, yeah, or any of those guys. Well, maybe when I'm on about my fourth or fifth campaign, we can get them to do a sketch or something of the Canadian Shield. Let's see. Here's something I created the other day. The Raven. Inspired by the cult of Raven. I think he will have a cult. And, the heroes will have to fight the cult. They'll be spread out throughout different parts and come together somehow or whatever. The Church of the Raven. The cult of Raven. Cult of the Raven. And of course, this, I was trying to do up my version of the Buckler. Yeah, he's got wings. And and well, I was inspired by this or something else? Because I was talking about a contest that I'm probably going to do in the next couple months before I do that other one, unless the Cult of Raven does it first, is do your own version of the Cult of Raven. Yeah, so that's it. This isn't set in stone for my Buckler. You were inspired by Birdman. I just thought a raven should have a wing, so, Love it, but Joshua Hughes is going to go up. Hey, they inspired They inspired the Raven, so. I've even got the list of Cult of Raven members, or most of them, I think. And I'm going to slowly end up introducing them into the comics. Maybe slightly different name. Well, Dillard created that his buckler, yes. But he did it based on, he was inspired by the Canadian Shield Nighthawk. And he wanted me to implement the character into my comics, but slightly differently than what I had planned. So I've made my own version. This is the Canadian buckler. I should say Canadian on there. Dillard thinks my buckler looks gay. And this isn't set in stone either. The look. As you can see, he is going to have this one, with this version, I'm thinking of like not an actual physical shield. It would be like an energy shield that he can pop up. I might even make it so it can go over him. It's a very new 52 reboot. Because he thinks he can do it better than me. The Dillard saying this is a mistake. Then again, maybe I'll do something a little bit closer to what Dillard has too. I could do that. Implement those designs. Some of those designs. I was just thinking I had to do something different. I don't know. This character is quite a few years off from being in my comics, so. Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. Cross. Just remember, everyone likes swords. Yeah. I'll get on there. Everyone likes, especially the X-Men. Why not give all your characters swords? Because swords. We all know Marvel is in no way desperate for money. Because not to be. Cancel your plans. It's a design. It's design. The Crossverse Buckler contest time. That to me is not really a buckler. It feels more like a knockoff. Well, that's what it would be, Nighthawk, in a lot of ways. My origin, this is my origin for the Canadian buckler right here. It's totally different than Dillard's origins. There was a first concept for me for the buckler. I just don't really like that. Yes, mother.
Just thinking you should DM both Mike and Edwin.
Eventually.
That you fund it.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll see. And there, of course, is concept art for Evan's Santa Claus version of the Canadian Shield as a mummy. You know, so, like I said, some of this stuff isn't set in stone for design because, you know, it's a few years off. I thought you were working, John. Here, send you an invite now. There, send you a link, John. What else we got here? Yeah, I just did Nighthawk. Rick, are you planning on going on in live streams to announce the victory? I wasn't planning on it. I can't say I won't. Obviously, I'd like to still get on some live streams, you know, to still promote it. And of course, I will say that it's funded, you know. Maybe I could be on Gary's to say about, you know, it being funded. That mummy looked awesome. Thanks, Hoth Rebel. I guess he wants to. There's Dillard. Hey, John.
Hello. So, congratulations, Rick.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
What do you know? You sent me a link, and here I am.
Well, I thought you were at work.
Why?
Oh, it's Thursday. Yeah, you wouldn't be at work. Thursday's your day off.
Yeah, apparently because of coronavirus, we just got to change to our schedule. So starting next week, I'm only going to be getting 1 day off per week. There's been a uptick in demand for staples like eggs, milk, cheese, and bread.
Oh, okay. I guess that's good.
I got to be a lot more work. That's all right.
Thank you, Kronos. Kronos is here and saying congrats on getting funded. Gamertron's hi, John, with a nice big smiley face.
Hi, Gamotron.
Nighthawk saying, how's the buckler, John? I guess coming along.
The buckler's doing good. I got another half a page done last night. Oh, check it out. I can show you right here. Okay, so this is a this is the size. Let me look at my camera so I can see exactly what I'm showing you here. Okay, I gotta back it up some. Okay, so like here's the size of a regular page, right? So this is going to be the bottom.
Yeah.
This is where he's choking out that girl. And then this is going to be the middle, where he's very, very upset. He's sweating. He's furious, looking a bit deranged. And then there's going to be two more panels up here on top. They're going to be looking like this, slightly tilted, one and the other. And this is going to be a close-up of, or not a close-up, but a mid-range shot of him looking a bit deranged, walking at her. Another one of her right here looking really scared, which is going to flow immediately into the one of him very, very close up of his face. I'm going to kill you. And then, of course, him attempting to kill her.
Yeah. And of course, these pages are all cut out like this and being drawn on separate paper because John is planning on doing a raffle with my customers and giving people away art. And we should make a stream of that.
Yeah, we should. Anybody that backed for the physical tier, I mean, is going to be put into a raffle, and we're just going to be giving away these panels for the Buckler Ash
We
Can.
already did one page that was throughout the campaign, that 9-panel page.
And this is the second to last page, so.
So have you got all the other pages before it done, or?
No, I still have some drawing, but mostly lettering, gray scale, and tone.
Well,
And
I
then-
want to make the drawing. Have you got all the drawing stuff? Or
I said
whatever?
some drawing. I still have to do. I have to fill in some pieces.
Yeah.
That's what I started off with because that's the most important thing. Some drawing, but mainly it's going to be all these pages are going to have to be put into Clip Studio, formatted, and then colored in grayscale. I'm not going to do too much grayscale, just enough to kind of highlight what I want to highlight.
Yeah. Nighthawk asked, how did you do the panel separate from the page? And you probably cut a page up, I would think, to the shapes that you want it.
Yeah, what I do is I have thumbnails for my story, and I just take the pages as they would be laid out on a full page, like this one, and then I just kind of break them up into smaller pieces and just work on those. So each panel is its own little story.
Gamatron saying, what is the Dutch angle called in comic books?
It's called the Dutch angle. I think it is, though. I think it is called the Dutch angle in comics.
And Nighthawk says, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't know how many backers do you have? How many backers physical do you have on your campaign so far?
Not 100% sure. I should probably count up.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to get as many as I can, as many panels as I can cut up and shipped, and hopefully it will be enough to cover all the. Hopefully, everybody that backed at any physical will get something. I don't know if there's going to be enough artwork to go around.
We want to subtract the 9 that already are getting the from the 9-panel page, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's see, where is that page? Oh, here it
We
is.
got 67 backers.
Here's the 9-panel page here.
70 backers. 13 are the digital shield. Or maybe, no, sorry. 12. Pixel refunded his digital shield when he got something better. So 70 subtract. Okay. It says that says 14, 13. So 13, 70 subtract 57, and then we got some just donations.
Well, that's good.
Doesn't say just donation, but I think those were like 4. So yeah, so 57, around 50, 52, 53 physical backers at the moment.
Okay, so there might be enough to go around.
Raggedy saying 67 backers in total. So yeah, if you subtract 13, then 50, we'll say then. Physical backers, I'd say, approximately.
Well, there you go.
So should we do that before we get any more backers, or you want to figure out what you have or what you don't have first?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say put a cap on it. Because I don't think we're gonna have enough artwork to go around for people that kind of do it while you're in demand.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll say today, the day I got funded, the 5th, is Gamatron is the last person to go into that raffle.
Yeah.
And anybody who's listening right now who's backed you don't mind me giving John your address so you can get that different artwork? And hi, Raggedy. I'm not sure whether you were here earlier or not. Oh, it is amazing today. Oh, man.
You okay there, Rick? You're awfully silent.
Yeah, I know. I'm silent. Just all the.
It's all the what?
And then there's bolt people too, so it might be like 45 too.
Cool.
Because
So what else is new?
There's a call, and then he backed the Buckler Septo.
Who?
And there's a people that did that way too. So yeah, that would reduce the backer number, I think. And in the next week or so, I'm probably going to put the campaign up on Kickstarter and do a $500 goal and see what happens.
Oh, really?
Not that I need the extra money. It's it's just.
Well, what's going to be different about the campaign on Kickstarter?
Well, do you want me to include the buckler or not?
No.
No.
No, you can do what you want, but
Okay. Well, pardon?
you can do what you want with the buckler, but I'm just going to be finishing it up for your Indiegogo campaign and sending it over to you, the file over to you, so that you can get that fulfilled.
Yeah.
And if you want to try that a second time on Kickstarter, that's your business.
Well, it is, your story and all that, so I don't want to overstep my bounds. But yeah, we'll probably have that on. What?
Overstep your bounds. The only time you overstep your bounds is when you tell me that I'm doing a drawing wrong.
Well, that being said, no. But yeah, I probably won't have the. Well, since the artwork didn't sell, I might have that stuff over there. Well, no. I'll probably take the artwork and artwork one done and leave it there. I'll still have the in-person one, but minus the artwork over there tier.
You're talking about your artwork for the original pages?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll keep them on Indiegogo one, so there won't be that involved on that one. I'll still have the figurine, over there. And it's just so maybe I can get some more money for to get stuff drawn up for, like maybe Snowdrift drawn up by somebody. Number one.
Mm-hmm.
That way, that's being done separate than me. Well, we're in demand, and I'm fulfilling number one of the Canadian Shield.
I got you.
And of course, expanding my brand.
Oh.
People get to see me. Because eventually I'd like not to have to be doing, these crowdfunds. I hope in a year or two max, not to have to be doing them, and that have enough money coming in on a regular basis, enough customer base that I can sell everything off my website or maybe Amazon or something like that.
Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that hosting fee.
Yeah. And bring everything down cheaper because there's no. I have enough people buying on a regular basis that prices can come down. And no problem. Well, thank you for coming by, Han.
So, Rick, what should this girl's name be?
The one getting choked out.
Yeah, the one that dies.
I don't know. Nancy Drew. No. Rick, have you thought of legal protections for your characters? Well, in Canada, upon creation, technically they're copyrighted. The Canadian Shield, I have put a copyright on. I've filed that for the character. I'm just not sure how it works for book to book or whatever, whether I have to do each book individually or that stuff is sort of confusing. I might take $100 because it's like $50 a character. I might take $100 out of this campaign and copyright the villain and Snowdrift before I launch with Canadian Shield 2 and Snowdrift number 1. It's just extra assurance. Yeah, I got the Canadian Shield copyrighted about, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, maybe 5. I had it in a frame somewhere. The whole thing of the copyright. Raggy says her name should be Ivanta B. Nighthawk says, hey Dylan, do you use your 3D model buckler van for reference?
I haven't yet. I haven't started working on I haven't started working on my buckler book, Buckler Ascendant. What do you think? Should it be Buckler Ascendant or Buckler Ascendancy?
I think Ascendant should be good.
Yeah, I haven't started working on Ascendant yet, so that's where that van is going to be. The Buckler Mobile is going to be taking a lot of. It's going to be featured a lot. So once I start working on that, then I'll start using him for reference.
Or it for reference?
Him.
The van is a him. It's not an it.
Correct.
Okay. You heard it here. The Buckler van is sentient. It is alive.
No, it's just a him. That's just what he's called. You know how some people call their cars by women? They call them her, or she's a good one, or something like that. It's just a him.
Yeah. Elric says Buckler Ascendant sounds good. And Nighthawk says I like the design of his van. Gilbert.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Hey, Joshua. Joshua says the Buckler Mobile is a he, him. Howard says the Buckler Mobile is alive! Alive!
But it's very the Buckler Mobile itself is where he kind of dumps most of his money, his ill-gotten gains. It's kind of his safety blanket, as it were, because it is very robust. It's very off-roadish. It can go anywhere, do anything, and everything on it is very robust. Like, remember in the movie Spider-Man 2 with Alfred Molina playing Dr. Octopus, and he was on the hunt for that precious tritium?
Yeah.
Well, the Buckler actually had a little side adventure where he was in the Amazon trying to find some unobtainium metal so that he could strengthen the U-joints on his van, so that when he goes full throttle and the van pops a wheelie, the U-joints don't sever.
Gamertron says, how about Buckler sprouting?
No, that's gross. So he has to break a bunch of international laws and disrespect some tribal gods and their relics so that he can get this precious unobtainium metal for his U-joints for his Buckler Mobile. There are some things that are important, and this is important to him.
Let me show this off. A tweet that Pixel Trader made. 75 signed cards. He says, I dare you to make me sign more. Are we going to make him sign more, people? Do we want to make him sign more? I think so.
Did you see the tweet that I tweeted out last night about Tug?
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
And then Tug's like, all right, I guess so. So he go ahead and decided to endorse the Buckler. I mean, the Shield. Sometimes these guys just need a little push, that's all.
So if the Buckler makes the Buckler Mobile super modified, he's basically as a van fortress.
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
Has
No, because
not
if you were to look
yet-
at the Buckler Mobile as it is, because these seats are, you can take these seats out. I mean, essentially and this hatchback comes up this rear trunk area. So when you want to really hop out and run up on some people, you can just hop out the back. And also the sides open up completely. So if you wanted to hop out on a raid and do that, you could do that as well. And this mountable 50 caliber gun that's on the top of the Buckler Mobile here, you're also protected because this area behind it normally has a cloth top, but it's one of those Kevlar weave tops. So it's bulletproof. And then it just rolls back so you can pop out real quick and start laying waste to the disgusting Canadian civilians. And then dip back down inside.
Cool. Let's see. Elric's says not as. Then he says yes. I think that was to getting Pixel to sign more cards. And then he says that umbrella guy. I think that's towards you and with the tug thing. And then he just says nice. Yes, it is nice.
Isn't it nice? Yeah.
So I'm not sure what I'm doing tonight, whether I'll be over on Twitch or not. And I'm sorry for not being there on Tuesday. I got, promoting and streams and promoting.
You got to do what you got to do, Ray.
Yeah.
See, the best case scenario is you fund this book, which you have, and then you get really, really close to your stretch goal, but not make it. That way you just get all that extra money.
Well, the great thing is, Dylan, although it's, a pain in the ass, I can get the bookmarks for free.
I understand that, but what I would suggest you do is maybe get those perks that you were talking about with the poster, and possibly getting a thicker stock of paper for that poster.
Which, for the 11 by 17 or the 4 by...
No, the 11 by
Are
17.
you talking about it? Pardon?
The high quality print that you were offering to people that back at the $45 tier and above.
Yeah, well, that was just for the next 12 customers. That's not going to be ongoing. If I got, to the stretch goal for the 11 by 17, of course, I would make sure it was way better paper.
No, so you're not going to change it. I'm just saying, because the paper when I got it was really pretty thin.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would cost too much to just get 12 of them made.
Yeah, probably not. And 3 of those have been claimed, actually, too. So let's see how much that would cost, actually. Without revealing it. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm giving them away for free, right? So to the next 12 people. Or technically, 3 of them claimed, so it's another 9 people.
Who knows?
You can see these posters or art prints. Prints. Let's see. I don't know what type of paper, how good the paper that is.
Oh, so Elric says, wait, so you got the umbrella to shill for the Canadian Shield, Dillard? Not necessarily. No, I just went on. I went online and I put out there because there's some drama going on with Tug where he changed his face to a Canadian maple leaf. and I was like, this is proof that Tug endorses and fully supports the Canadian Shield. And he liked that. He thought it was funny. And he put, well, this is how you market 100%. And people started liking it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be too much of a pain to do that.
See, John, are the Buckler issues going to have subtitles like the episodes of Police Squad do? You know what? I don't think I've watched Police Squad.
Hey, Lady Celtic Moon. It says howdy, all, and she put number 1 in the chat. Nighthawk says, did Watchmen inspire the creation of the Buckler?
No. Mainly because I read The Watchmen, immediately forgot it because I thought it was boring.
Rick says, nice. I just I think he meant found the tweet, so I hit like. How are you today, Lady Celtic Moon? Not quite as energetic as I was, but I'm still overjoyed and happy. The Canadian Shield has been funded.
All right, let me go look up what Police Squad is. Game Tron is saying, John, watch Police Squad.
I think Police Squad's an old TV series.
It probably is.
And Lady Celtic Moon saying hi to Nighthawk, Raggedy, and other people. Nighthawk says,
This kind of looks like the Naked Gun.
What did inspire the Buckler's creation, Dillard? Asked Nighthawk Warrior.
What inspired the creation of the Buckler was an attempt to parody and make fun of the Canadian Shield. And I wanted to make him a little squirrely, skinny little Native American sidekick. Like a I don't know what you call, not a squaw, but like, you know, a boy version of a kind of a warrior that's not ready to go out into the world yet. And he follows him around. He likes him a lot. But I started working on him and his designs, and he got cooler and cooler. And I liked him a lot. And I started changing him up and changing. And the only thing left now that kind of resembles his Native Americanness is his little black stripe on the top of his head, which was originally supposed to be his mohawk.
Nighthawk says, that's cool. Lady Celtic Moon says, recovering for the rain. Well, recovering for the rain. Okay. Not sure what that means. Humphrey Bear is like squirrely and squirmy.
Yeah, you know, like I don't know. Is that not a term you guys use when you describe a person that's like small and meek and kind of fast and buzzing around like a squirrely person?
I wouldn't think so myself.
Do you remember that cartoon with the little yippy dog and the big bulldog? And the little dog's like always hopping around going, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do today? What are we gonna do today? You know?
Yeah, from Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I would consider that like a squirrely personality.
Humphrey says hi night. Lady Celtic Moon says from rain. Humphrey says yeah. Lady Celtic Moon says that is good. Very thin person, not really big, says Nighthawk. Howard says, isn't that just called being hyperactive?
Well, yeah. Hyperactive, squirrely, I don't know. What would you call it, Rick?
I don't know. I'm trying to think what. An annoyance. Nighthawk says, looks weak.
I mean, you're not wrong. He is annoying. You know, he like when the way I first envisioned him, he was kind of an annoying little yippy dog that was always following around the Shield and wanting to be his sidekick, you know.
Yeah, well, I think part of your idea might have been Syndrome from The Incredibles when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Raggedy says acceptable, and Underdog says Nighthawk. And you said you had to The Incredibles comment. I said
Yes.
puntable says Raggedy as well.
Puntable. Yeah, but the more
Oh,
I
it says
started, when I
Okay.
made the decision that I wanted to actually make him an actual character, I was like, okay, let me get rid of all that and start making him actually have some dimension, like an actual story to him. And that's when everything kind of changed.
Yeah, Squirrely, I think, would be somebody who's a little crazy. That's what word I'd use. Squirmy, I think somebody that's hard to get a hold of. Maybe a little underhanded. Handed.
Well, he also is that.
Buckler, Nighthawk says Buckler is Canadian. Wants to be his sidekick. Got it. Yeah. Although it's not canonical, Dillard stuff is not canonical to the Crossverse.
Right. This is a good story.
This is canonical to the Dillard verse, or whatever he's calling his stuff. What are your comic company going to be called, or do you know yet?
The Cursed Comics.
The Cursed Comics? So the Cursed verse. Cursed Comics. You can even put that little logo on your if you've got a logo or anything yet.
So what do you think of my Buckler cover, Rick, for the Ashcan?
I haven't seen it. I don't think I have.
You haven't? Let me send it to you real quick. Because I think
thought you were painting that.
No, I'm going to be painting up the Ascendancy, the Buckler Ascendant.
Oh, okay. Doc says, Cross Comics, you should let the Buckler be canon in your story. I am gonna, like I said earlier, I am gonna have a Buckler in my universe, or Canadian Buckler.
There you go. There's the cover. I sent it to you in your DMs. And show it off. It looks beautiful.
Let me get to it first. But mine is going to be different. They are going to be enemies still, but for different reasons. Let me explore this few.
Yeah, that is the cover for the Ashcan.
There we go.
So what do you think of it, Rick?
Nice, real nice. And everybody's seeing it now. Nighthawk says, a cover for the Buckler? Cool. Let's see, cool. And Elric says, I would like to see the Buckler Ashcan cover. Same here, says Elric. Oh, that's cool. Dillard, says Nighthawk. And Elric says very nice. So let's switch back to me face.
Because it is the Buckler Noir Epic Ashcan event gala of the century. I wanted to make it look like the old Batman, the animated series title cards. Remember when the episode was about to start, it would show like a picture and it was like some really dark and seedy looking noir. I wanted to make it look like that. So I love those title cards.
Ink says looks great, very dramatic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like the drama.
Nighthawk says, so Dillard, are you going to do more than just the Buckler for your universe?
Yeah.
Well, you got your character, the last judge, right? Is he going to be part of that universe, or?
Yeah, it all takes place in the same world. Yeah, same universe.
Uh-huh.
Same thing with the Cosmonaut girls. They're also in the same universe.
Uh-huh. Cool. Maybe one day you'll show how they're all connected.
It was not a secret.
Alex says, yeah, it does remind me of Batman the Animated Series title cards. And our asking, how's the Cosmonauts? Right now, they're not.
Yeah, I'm not working on Cosmonauts right now.
Working on the Canadian, the Buckler.
Yeah, I've been working on the Buckler. I mean, don't you guys want me to fulfill, or do you? Are you okay with me, not fulfilling? I got to get this done so that it can go out with the Shield.
Yeah. And then you're going to be working on the Buckler comic for your Indiegogo in a few months, right?
Right. If I do an Indiegogo, I think I will do an Indiegogo. I'm not sure yet, but I think so.
Ulrich says the Buckler is definitely more important.
Of course he is.
Okay, he didn't put the word definitely in there.
Yeah, the Buckler's super
We
important.
want you to be filled. Like Inkwell said, we want you to be filled. What do you want to be him?
I'll be nasty, Ray.
Hey, to be filled with chocolate.
Rick, I said don't be nasty.
Filled with squid. Lobster. Yeah, so my.
You and your double entendres and innuendos. So how was the Shield book coming along?
We have 8 pages colored at the moment. I was actually just in touch with Pope Raven, let him know it's funded. So hopefully that will speed him up a little bit.
Yeah, he should be up at this time.
And he was asking thing. I'm saying being done as fast as possible would be nice, but we can still put it off a month and a half, the latest, to be still get our fulfillment date.
So how does that
They're
work?
a
How
little bit-
does fulfillment going to work, Rick? When do you get your funds?
Well, as obviously soon as the campaign's up, I can ask for them right away. What is fair, and then takes 2 or 3 weeks for them to put it in my bank account, and then of course I've got to start getting things. That's
So
one reason
realistically, if you wanted to be Johnny on the spot with your fulfillment, you should have everything done and colored, lettered, everything, and the print files ready to go to a printer the moment those funds get released. Correct?
Yeah. That way,
Are you on?
they don't
Are you
get
on
stuck
track for that?
I would say no, but then again, I put off getting those funds, so I don't have to put them into my bank account right away. If you know what I mean, I can wait to say, "Hey, give me my money," because I don't want to spend it on any of the money till things are ready, to be print. I don't want to put it in there. That way, I'm not tempted to spend it on anything other than the campaign at first. Because, I want to be, although I think even with them in there knowing how important it is, I wouldn't touch it. Because I don't want to, I want to fulfill, I want everything to go copacetic. That way, when I'm ready to do campaign number 2, people will trust me. And, it'll see that I've fulfilled one. And, when I have it up on Indiegogo again, people are willing to, because I have fulfilled one, there will be more trust for people out there seeing the new campaign, A lot of people that have backed me, and probably 99% of the people that backed me, know me, or they met me, whatever, like I met Gospel of Comics, over this campaign, and because he sees me as a really good guy. Since that, he backed me, and people like that, and you don't want to do what some of these other creators have done, to say it, nicely. Making people wait a year or more, or even 6 months. I was patient with all of them, and I am being patient with them. I'll get it when I get it, usually, and if I don't get it, oh well. Heck, there was one comic that I supported that because the main guy on it died, I wasn't able to get my money back, and it's not being done.
No, you're talking
Not
about the
really.
Cossin and Baron. I mean, Cossin and
Yeah.
Hudnall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Because
very, very, very special, and
that was unique circumstances. For
that
lack
was
of a
very
better word.
unique circumstances. Yeah,
So I don't hold
like on it, like
anything.
you can't under any circumstances hold somebody accountable for a death.
Yeah. Oh, Joshua, do you want to see my Raven character? Is it in this one or? The Raven for Cross Comics. And eventually he's going to have a cult following.
Why don't you just make him look like Joshua?
I don't know what Joshua looks like.
Joshua, what the heck? Send me your picture.
It's either make him look like Joshua or Pope Raven. Although he is going to have all the, like I said, the cult members, which are because of the cult of Raven, Joshua.
It's a good question, Rick.
I haven't worked out all the details of why the cult would be there, but I'm doing it because of and actually probably next month I'm gonna do a April. I'm probably gonna do a contest, creator contest, create your own version of Raven contest, but in universe. Why do people worship him or join his cult? Joshua is a cross between Vin Diesel and Gold Talons. I have no idea yet. It's the beginning of the concept, Joshua. Inspired by the cult of Raven. And of course, that's first draft on the look of the character, which I do like. And there's a question. What do you think of the look of the character, Joshua? Talent. I thought your Raven character would be more Raven bird like. Well, I gave him the wings and some sort of helmet that'll be bird like, I guess he's a little Hawkmanish like. Maybe Hawkman combined with Robin. Oh, and it is 2:00, folks. So I think I am going to end. It has been great hanging out and celebrating these wondrous things. You know what? Just before we go, although Dowie is back in this since last I checked, fresh. And check on the shield. Nope, no new backers. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you to John and George for coming on and celebrating with me. Of course, we will be seeing you. I might be on Twitch tonight at about 10, doing something, drawing something. So maybe think about getting an account there if you don't have one, and drop them by. Okay, Night Hawk says, okay, bye. Cross Comics, bye. Dillard. Keep up the great job on the buckler and keep up your great job on the Canadian Shield Cross. Alex says, congratulations on getting funded. Night Hawk saying, bye, everyone. Well, send me some pictures for John's. Yeah, I'll do that in the next hour and a half. Inkwell, now that I've got you. So we'll catch everybody later. Bye for now. God bless. Love you
Later,
all.
guys.